Thank you. Frankly, I'm just really honored just to be here with all of you. Thank you for having me. I never graduated college, and if you're part of an Asian family, you know how highly they hold education. So as you can imagine, dropping out of school to start a risky tech startup didn't go over too well. Even today, they wanted me to defend my doctoral thesis before receiving the honorary degree. When I was younger, I was the black sheep of the family. I came to America when I was 6 years old from Taiwan with nothing. I was an illegal immigrant until I graduated from Haverhill High School. I wasn't expected to be anything more than average. But here I am, standing before you as your commencement speaker, and as someone who didn't ever think he'd be here. I'm only about 10 years older than most of you. I don't presume to be in a position to give you advice. Instead, I want to tell you about 2 events that changed my life and finish with a simple letter. The first event is about my first toy as a child. When I came to America, I had no friends and didn't know how to speak English. In school, I would sit in the corner of the classroom watching all the other kids play. They were in clothes that were much nicer than mine as they flew around the room with their toys, laughing as they brought them together for a pretend crash. But one day, something happened. A boy saw me sitting alone, watching him as he played. He walked over and sat down next to me. From his left hand, he gave me his toy. I'll never forget how I felt that day. It was the first toy I ever had, and I couldn't stop smiling. It was a transformer, so I moved the pieces around, flipping its arms and legs to turn into a car. I kept it in my pocket, but it didn't quite fit, so I walked around the hallways with the transformer peeking out. Growing up, my family didn't have much. We lived on a farm in rural Taiwan. I didn't have shoes and would spend my days with the animals that lived next to the crops. But this toy made me forget all that, and it was that feeling that stuck with me my entire life. When I started Crashlytics, I would tell my team each week that we didn't engineer solutions, we engineered emotions. Every one of you out there is feeling something different right now. Some of you are wondering when I'll be done talking, which is soon, I promise. And others are feeling overwhelmed and anxious about what life will be like after college. I know I can't bring you back to that classroom with me to share how I felt, but imagine if we lived in a world where that happened every day. That boy didn't know that him giving me that toy would change my life forever. But to him, I'm eternally grateful. We're all just blobs of emotion, waiting for someone to listen and pay attention to how we're feeling. Know that everything you do for someone else, no matter how small, has the potential to transform their life, like that boy did for me. The second event involves hacking the system. When everyone else would be studying for finals or downing beers at the Blue Wall in the campus center, I was hacking. Don't worry, UMass and my attorneys know everything I'm about to tell you, so I promise I won't get tackled on stage. I wrote my first computer program on Apple IIe at the age of 7. I would take it apart and put it back together. I would take books out of the library that helped me run a business as an 11-year-old and also potentially kill the power on the block at the same time. But in college, my curiosity got me into a little bit of trouble. My freshman year at UMass, I broke into the school system, obtained all the encrypted passwords on campus. I ran my computer day and night over the winter breaking that encryption, so much so that the computer was overheating. Even though snow would be coming through my window, I had to leave it open so the computer would stay cool. But one day, the director of information security called me and asked for me to meet him at the department's office. It was snowing, so in true form, I stumbled down in my Birkenstock sandals to his office. To my surprise, there was a police officer there as well. The director stepped forward, dropping a stack of papers in front of me and said, "We know what you did." So here I was, freshman year, hacking into the school system, about to be criminally charged. But then they said, "We won't press charges. We just want to know how you did it." So I told them, and actually had a great relationship with that man and his department afterwards. It was that relationship, and with some of the information I had, that I was able to launch my college startup, i2Hub. That curiosity led me to launch several other projects, even with the co-founding of Crashlytics, my latest company. When my co-founder and I started the company, it was just an idea. People said the idea was crazy. It couldn't be done. It wouldn't work. We need to get all these major companies to use it, and it'll take a massive amount of resources and time. I didn't listen to them. And within a week, I had a few dozen companies telling me that they would use a product that didn't even exist yet. About a year later, our software was on 300 million devices, and shortly after that milestone, Twitter acquired us. At that time, it was the largest acquisition that they've ever made. We went on to be the top mobile analytics and performance tool in the world. Now, our software is used by over 1 million apps, installed tens of billions of times, and lives inside billions of devices, including virtually all of yours that you have in your hands today. So how did a college dropout without formal training or credentials do this? I didn't let other people define the rules or the path ahead for me. Too many times I've heard from people say they can't do something because they don't have enough training, or they need funding first, or some other external validation. These are just obstacles others are putting in front of you. Ignore them. Don't let other people box you into their system of rules. They will tend to produce mediocre results for you. Make your own rules, hack the system, and change the world. Lastly, I want to read you a letter I wrote. It's a letter to who I used to be just 10 years ago, right here at UMass. Dear Wayne, you're about to turn 21. Soon, you'll be celebrating it with your college love at the Amherst Brewery Company, or the ABC for short, in the center of town. But before you take your first legal sip, I want to give you a glimpse of what's to come. First, you will look exactly the same 10 years from now. It's true what you heard, and scientists at UMass have in fact proven this in the future. Asians simply don't age. But in all seriousness, I know you've had a troubled childhood. It's hard coming to a new country without both of your parents. It's even harder when no one believes in you, especially when you were the only one who didn't get to sleep on a bed until you were 16. But that fire you have inside you, hold on to it. I know you didn't appreciate your family as a boy. They weren't there for you when you needed them most, but I'm here to tell you, you misunderstood them. What you perceive as an unsupportive family was really a family just trying to take care of their own. Everyone stretched thin and doing the best with what they had. Forgive them. They're doing the best they can. Family, whether blood or not, has always been important to you. I know that. Leslie, your cousin, who is 10 years younger than you, always tries her best. Remember how when she was younger, she wouldn't eat unless you were with her? You became more like brother and sister than cousins. Since you're an only child, you've always wanted a sibling. When you're 31, you'll be taking Leslie out in Boston to celebrate her 21st. She'll be dressed to go out, makeup done, and really excited to experience her first legal drink. You'll throw a party, and she'll become mesmerized by the music, the lights, the atmosphere. And you'll wonder how the little girl grew up so fast and is now out on the dance floor having the time of her life. You need to cherish these moments leading up to then. Not everything will always stay the same. You realize this when the news comes that just a few months later, she suddenly passes away. You'll come face to face with some harsh realities. You'll find out all the things that mattered before, the worry about dropping out of college, the pursuit of success, wondering what other people think, which neighborhood of Boston to live in. All things that seemed so important to you then don't no longer matter. The only thing that will matter is what was always there, but left dormant. You'll regret not calling her enough, spending more quality time with her, or appreciate the time she took to make breakfast the last day you saw her. No one is ever prepared for events like this. You will be blindsided. You will feel broken. But these events will help you find what truly matters in life. You also come to learn external validation, whether it be awards, recognition, degrees, or honors, while special, cannot replace internal stability and internal happiness. You will find more satisfaction in giving and helping others. Yes, this means you will achieve success. By some measures, massive success. You're probably smiling now, but I have to warn you that this comes with more responsibility than you can imagine. You'll learn 10 years from now that family and loved ones are all that really matter, and you'll gladly do whatever it takes to make them happy. One final note. The company that you started before you turned 21, you'll end up leaving school for it. Yes, you'll be a college dropout. You won't miss the cafeteria food, but you will miss the short college years that you would have most likely spent not going to class anyway. You always wonder if you made the right trade-off. Your family will question your decision to drop out, and some will ridicule you for it. It will sting for a while. Grandma, who has always supported you, will question it. She's the type of grandma that likes to tell others about her grandchildren, and you've always wanted to make her proud. What will she say about a dropout grandson? I don't give you any more spoilers, but don't worry, you will get that degree one day. It just won't be the normal way. And Grandma will have something new to tell her friends now. And your family? They're all there, sitting in the audience, supporting you when you get your degree as you speak to a stadium full of people. 10 years from now, you'll realize what they sacrificed for you to be the man that you've become. Don't worry too much and learn to appreciate the moment, to live in the present, because you'll learn that the journey is always much more fun than the destination. Enjoy the journey. Sincerely, future you. We all start somewhere. We all have moments in our lives that changed us and made us who we are today. Maybe you were the black sheep of your family, or maybe you were the one to transform someone's life by giving them their first toy. But today, right now, this moment, we're here together. No matter how you started, you're all here today graduating from UMass, me included. The difference is that you're all farther ahead of me than when I was your age. Don't let others box you in with their rules. Realize that this journey you're on is just the beginning, so enjoy it, savor it, and share it with those that mean the most to you. Congratulations, and thank you very much.